Here we are on Saturday evening. I've been out here since 6:30 this morning, putting the old Mustang back together, 1968 convertible, beautiful car that it is. Right now, it's in a very filthy, disgusting stage of dealership due to the fact that we've color sanded and buffed it, but we haven't detailed it out. Now, I'm going to let everybody know this car is almost done. This car is almost done. I've already test fit the fenders on. The fenders have been test fitted on. But let me tell you all something. I'm going to walk around this car and I'm going to give you guys a lesson of what to do and not to do when you're restoring your car. How you doing? Okay, I'm sorry. I actually had to sit down. I'm getting ready to take this iPhone back. I'm getting a refund on it. I don't like it. I don't like the new iPhone. I think it sucks. It won't hook up to my computer. So I can't download pictures. If I want to download the beautiful landscape, beautiful pictures that my friend Pete takes so I can get them printed out and try to make a living and sell them, I have to download them to Dropbox, and then I have to download them to my computer. When I hook my iPhone up, it doesn't hook up. This is the 12 Pro. I'm sure it's got a beautiful picture now. I know that the camera is very awesome on it, but I ain't paying $1,300 for a freaking phone. I'm not doing it. Can I go ahead and talk? I want to tell everybody, you guys think I bitch and complain and that's all I do, but I'm going to tell you, I have reasons to bitch and complain. Are we still live over here? Okay, I want to make sure because I can't see the camera, so I don't know if this thing's filming or not, but I'm going to go ahead and set this up because I'm going to tell you all something. Wait here. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the story on this iPhone crap. Hang on a minute. Just hang on. Look at the beautiful green paint. Okay, we're back. This is my iPhone 8. This is the 8 Plus. I paid $1,000 for it. You can't tell what's going on here because the battery's dead. The battery is dead on it. And if I do this every now and then, if I do that, that means I'm just testing and making sure that we're still on camera here. So I got it turned around. I can't read nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you this, and then we're going to get back to the car. My camera broke. You can see the camera on this is missing. I must have dropped this, and this is a Pelican case, and I've been using Pelican cases for years and years. I'm not new to Pelican, okay? This is like, to me, Pelican cases are the best cases that you can buy. But, so I dropped this this phone, and what it did, and I'm going to take the phone out of the case, and I'm hoping that somebody out there can relate to me on this little situation. Do you see that? Does everybody see that? Okay, I'm going to tell you, the only thing that was wrong with my phone when I went to the AT&T store is the camera was broke. That was it. All I had to do is pay $150. I could have got a brand new camera in it and been done with it. And I would have still had my phone. You can't tell that the screen is completely shattered on this phone because it's off. But if this phone was on, it would look like this. Now, I don't know if the glass, but inside, it looks like this when the phone is on. Okay, so this is my 8 Plus. I've had this phone for like 4 or 5 years, and I love this phone. Okay. I told Minnie, I said, let's go down to AT&T store. Let's call AT&T and get a new phone. She said, okay, let's go ahead and do it. AT&T had a special that they would give you up to $700 credit for your old phone. So if the phone costs $1,200 and then you turn your old phone in, you get $700. I asked them, why are they giving you so much demand in parts? They need the parts to refurbish the phones. They need the parts. There's a demand. Okay, that makes sense. COVID. You know, everything's a shortage in the world. So yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, they said, yes, what do you have? What phones? I told them my phones, yes, you can get $700 trade in. That means that you're only going to pay $500 for a phone or whatever. Yeah, it would have been about $500-$600 for a phone. And I said, can we go to the AT&T store and do that, sir? And he said, yeah, you could go to the AT&T store. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. He said, you can go to the AT&T store and do that. We woke up early morning. We drove all the way to Grand Junction, Colorado. Hang on. Are we still live here, guys? Everything working good? Okay. I think it is. I don't know. Sit there tight and listen. I want everybody to listen to this. This is one of the biggest and most fiasco situations I've ever been in my life. We woke up. We leave about 8 o'clock to go to Grand Junction, Colorado to the AT&T store. The first one we went to, they wouldn't let us in. They said, if you don't have a mask, you cannot come in the store. Plain, simple, period. It's a done. Don't even ask. Don't even say anything. We left and went to another. There's 3 stores there. We went to another store. We get to the other store. Now, before we got to that store, Minnie went into a grocery store and got some free masks. So we'd had a mask to live in it. Right when we walk in, they got a barricade around the door. They won't let you in. And if you don't sanitize your hands, you cannot enter. Okay? We sanitized our hands. Right there was a flag that said, you know what? Bullshit. I'm not getting it. Forget it. We go ahead and go in there. We're sitting down with a punk. Did I say P-U-N-K, punk? Because that's what runs these operations, these punk kids. I would say he was probably 17 years old. The manager of the place was approximately, I would say he was probably 18 and a half, going on 19. So here's these punk kids running a corporation, multi-trillion-dollar corporation store. We sit down with the guy. I show him my phone. Only the camera was broke. Remember that. Only the camera was broke. And he says, since the camera's broke, we'll give you $350 for it. They got this schematical chart, okay? Minnie's phone was the i10. She got the full $700. He says, what kind of phones you want? I said, I want the Pro Max. I want a black one. Minnie says, yeah, I want a blue one. He comes back and says, I don't have a black one. All I got is a blue one. I got 2 blues. I looked at Minnie and I said, okay, well, since it's going to have a cover, I guess it doesn't matter. He starts mirror image them. Now, what mirror imaging is you take the brand new phone, you take your old phone, and then they do something. They turn this one on, they turn this on, and then they mirror image it so you can get all of your data off this one onto that one. Now, he didn't tell us nothing. He just said, I'm going to go ahead and get them all set up. He starts setting Minnie's up. Minnie's new phone has to update. He starts messing with mine. The new phone, which is the one I'm recording on, locks up and glitches. He ended up restarting the phone like 87 times. In between that, I told him, look, dude, if this ain't going to work, just give her phone. I'll take my old one. Just give it back to me. No, I can make it work. I can do it. Don't worry. I can do it. I said, okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't do this, I want my old phone back, and I am not going to buy the new one. No problem. It's okay. We're going to go ahead and fast forward here. He ends up doing Minnie's phone, no problems. Minnie's phone, she's ready to go. Me, he can't get this to mirror image. He can't get the stuff off this phone to go on this phone. He talks me into buying cloud. I said, I don't want cloud. I don't have anything on my phone. I got 4 apps, if that, and I got a few pictures and phone numbers. That's it. Well, you got more than you think you got because it won't transfer and it won't work. And I look at Minnie, and then I look at him. I said, okay, fine, go ahead. He gets the cloud thing going. Now we've been there for 3 hours. He tries to do this cloud shit, and it ain't working. It glitches at 25%. He said, listen, do me a favor. Go ahead, go get something to eat at lunch. Give me all your passwords. So now you want my iPhone Apple ID password? Well, that's the only way that I can do this. Go eat something for lunch, and I'll get it all done. Now, remember, he's giving me $350 trade-in for this phone. We go to lunch. We're gone. We decide to stay gone a little bit longer because he was having troubles. About an hour later, he calls Minnie and says, hey, I'm just letting you know, everything's working out great. It's all going good. Give me about 30, 40 more minutes. And I'm like, okay, now we're on like 5.5 hours. We're like 5.5 hours. I told him when I left, I said, look, dude, just forget it. Put my number back. He's already disconnected the phone number from this phone. It's already done. He's got it hooked up to this new phone. I said, just give me my phone so we can go. No, I'm going to get it done. We finally go back to this place after 2 hours of jerking off, driving around in the heat. Minnie drank 3 or 4 soda pops. I said, I'm going back. Okay, bullshit. Minnie sat in the car, and here's where it gets really juicy. Minnie sits in the car. I walk in. I said, I'll be right back. If they don't have this brand new phone, if they don't have this phone working, I'm getting my old phone and we're leaving. It's like 5:30. Okay? It's like 4:45 or something like that. I walk in there and here comes the kid and he's got this phone in this hand with all this stuff. He's got my phone like this. Okay? And I'm going to show you how he's got it like that with the face. No, he's got it like this, okay? So he's got all this stuff in this hand, and he walks out, and you can see his face like, I said, okay, you got everything working? He goes, yeah, sure thing, Mr. Hughes, Pete. I got everything. This phone here is working perfect, okay? But we still didn't transfer all it. I said, look, dude, I want my old phone. And he takes the phone, he goes, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me do an instant replay of that because that isn't really how he did it. Okay? He takes this stack and he sets it down like this. Okay? He takes this one. Oh, God! I'm so sorry about that, Mr. Hughes. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. I see the back of the screen. It's completely shattered. I picked my phone up and I hit it, and the screen is looking like rainbow colors. It is completely shattered. You don't think I was pissed? You don't think I was mad? I was furious. Now, everything that I had on this phone, it's no good. I can't get it off. He completely ruined my phone. Oh, Minnie checked her email. An hour before he called Minnie, AT&T sent an email and zeroed out the credit on this phone. So now I'm paying $1,200 full price plus tax for this phone, when I was supposed to get $350 off on that phone. And I specifically told him, I do not want the phone if you cannot transfer my shit. I told him that. He says, well, we got a problem. If you want to return this phone, it's going to cost you $200. We're kicking $200 out of here. For what? I didn't buy the phone. We activated the phone, sir. It's a $200 restocking fee. course, my friend Pete blows up. I'm steaming out of my ears. I am hollering. I'm cussing. I'm doing everything I can. Here comes the 18-and-a-half-year-old manager of the AT&T store. He walks up to me, gets in front of me, and says, 50, 50. He's got his phone. 50, 50. I said, what are you talking about? 911. Yeah, we got a customer over here that's violent. He's threatening us. I think he might kill us if somebody doesn't get here. Now, please, you gotta get here now. And he hangs up and he goes, 50, 50. I couldn't believe this. This guy calls the police, tells them that I am violently raged and going to kill somebody. I grab my phone. I go to the barricade. I almost trip over this barricade they have into the glass entrance, the glass walls. I grab the rope barricade crap and I throw it out of my way. I walk out. I show Minnie and we leave. They still have the new phone. All I have is this right here. Now, do you see the camera? That wasn't like that. All that was, it was cracked around the camera. That's it. I don't even have a camera in there. The camera's gone. I was so mad that I slammed on my brakes in the middle of traffic. Well, no, it wasn't in the middle of traffic. I got off on the side of the road. I got out of my truck and I told Minnie I'm walking. I walked approximately 1.5 miles or 2 miles. Of course, she's following me. I get back in the truck. We start heading home. And I called AT&T 5 times. You know what AT&T said? I talked to 5 different people. There's nothing we can do. You dealt with the store. You have to deal with the store directly. We can't do nothing for you, sir. I'm sorry, that's it. Goodbye. Click. If you deal with the store, you have to deal 100% with the store, and AT&T will not do anything. We're driving down the road, and guess who calls? Johnny Law, Mr. Grand Junction police officer. He says, yeah, Mr. Hughes, what's going on? I said, what do you need? What's going on? Tell me the story. I told him the story. I told him about the punk kids. I told him the way they were treating me and what they did to my phone. He's not listening. He's reading the newspaper or doing some bullshit on his cell phone. You can tell. Yeah, well, I got your phone over here at the police station. You got my phone at the police. I said, that's not my phone. Well, it's in your name and it has your phone number on it. And as long as your number's on it, it's your phone. I said, okay, I'll come get it. No, you can't come get it. I can't come get the phone. Look, I'm on your side, Mr. Hughes, okay? I'm on your side. They want to press charges on you. They want to get you thrown in jail, but I'm on your side. I said, when can I come get the phone? You can come get it tomorrow. Round trip from Moab, Utah to Grand Junction, is 300 miles. We went ahead and went home that night. We woke up the next morning. I called the police station. They said, yeah, come on and get it. You got to have an appointment. It's 1:30. Okay. We get there about 1:15. There's nobody else there. We're the only ones in the parking lot. Minnie sees the door open to the property where we're supposed to pick it up. I'm not going to go in there and pick it up. I already set it up for her to. If I go in there, I'm going to tell them to do that. I'm out in the truck. It's 1:18, 1:20, let's just say. She walks in there. She's not even in there 3 minutes. She comes back out and said, yeah, they won't give me your phone. Why not? Because it's not 1:30. It's not 1:30 yet, and they won't give me your phone. We got to wait till exactly 1:30. So we had to sit in our truck for another 10 or 12 minutes, waiting for it to get to be, you got it, 1:30. She goes in there. Now they're giving her a hassle. They're over there shimmy-shamming and talking, and, They're like investigating her and instigating her and all this shit. 20 minutes later, she comes out with the big bag. So I don't want to really get Minnie upset. She's already tense and all this other shit over that. I said, fine, I'll just keep the piece of shit. You got 14 days to bring it back. After jacking with this phone, this is the phone. Are we still there? Okay. After jacking with the phone for several days and all this shit going through my mind like fucking rusty gears, and I can't sleep over these punk kids that are running $1 trillion corporation and treating me like white scumbag trash, calling the police on me like I'm a violent murderer, I decide I'm taking my phone back. I will order. I have Minnie call. Hold on before I tell you. I had Minnie call the store to find out if I can still, yes, you can bring your phone back. How much? It's a $55 restock fee. Remember I told you $200? All of a sudden now it's $55. At the time of the incident, did you see that? Here, one more time. At the time of that incident right there, it was $200 restocking fee. The punk kid lied and bullshitted to me so I wouldn't pay it and get the phone so he can get his measly ass $10 or $20 commission. Tomorrow, Minnie is going to take that phone back. I am getting on the internet and I am ordering a refurbished 8 Plus for $200. And I'll be done with it. Because I do not need the hassle and the frustration over some scumbag corporation treating me like shit. In the long run, and I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you, it would be better for me to purchase this phone for $150 to $200. I keep it for 6 months, and then I call AT&T. I don't deal with the stores. I call AT&T and order the brand new phone. And since this phone, which is the refurbished one, is in mint perfect condition, I'll get my $700 trade-in, bitch! Now you can see, well, I have been on edge. I haven't been loading any videos up. I am tired, sick and tired of the way the world is treating people. This world has come to disastrous destruction, okay? I'm done bitching and hollering. If you are planning on getting a phone, do not deal with the store. Call AT&T directly. The reason we were getting it at AT&T is because we can get a monthly payment plan of $30. I think it was $30 for 18 months or something. If we went to Apple, we'd have to pay, if this, let's say they gave me $700, then we'd have to pay the balance in cash and be done with it, which is fine with me. I ain't going on the payment plan. All right, it's over. All right. If I get another phone, it'll be at Apple. I hope that I didn't lose any viewers over this situation, and I hope that people out there understand the situation. The situation is you're on your own. I don't even know why I'm talking about this on this YouTube channel. This is not about this. This isn't about this YouTube channel. This is about nothing that has to do with the green Mustang at D.I.Y. Auto School. But now you know the rest of the story, bitch. Let's get back to the story on this. How's that sound, guys? Let's all take a real nice deep breath, sit back, relax, go get yourself some popcorn, take a piss if you have to, get a big glass of water, possibly maybe a soda pop or something. This car, can everybody see the camera on this? This is a $1,200 phone. It's jittering. It's jittering as I move my hand. This is supposed to be like the ultimate stabilization that you can get. This is supposed to be like stabilization, flawless condition stabilizer stuff going on. And when I move my hand, look, I mean, you can, it's, that's one of the things I don't like about it. It's a joke. Back to the deal, guys. Look here. What the owner did, this is real important. When you're restoring an old car, I'm going to go over a couple things with you. It's very important. Do not remove the hinges off the car. I'm going to say that one more time. Do not remove your hinges from the car body. Don't ever take this hinge off the car. For me to line these doors up took 3.5 hours on that side and approximately 2.5 hours on this side, because the owner removed the hinges from the body. That is the biggest no-no you can do when restoring a car. Do not remove the hinges from the door. Take your fender off, just like you see right here, and reach inside here with an air ratchet or whatever and take the bolts off and leave your hinges. If you need to replace the hinge pins and bushings, do it on the car. But don't ever remove those hinges or it will be a fiasco nightmare. If I was new at doing this and I never did it before, that would have took me 2 or 3 days to get that door lined up. It is the biggest nightmare. We just got done talking about nightmares, people. You just saw my friend Pete talking about nightmares. If you take that hinges off that door, it's the same thing. Now, there's something that you can do, and I'm going to tell you, you can go ahead and drill a small hole there and a small hole here while your hinge, okay, is on the car. You can go ahead and drill 2 holes. And what that's going to do is when you put the hinge back on, you'll line those 2 holes up and it'll be in the perfect spot. But I don't like even doing that. I've done that before and it's still screwed everything up. So that's rule number 1 when restoring a car like this. This car was basically semi-concourse restoration, and the only thing that it is not making is concourse restoration is that I didn't put it on a rotisserie. But other than that, this is pretty much a concourse restoration car. On the Mustangs and even Camaros and everything else, you got this apron, this fender apron, rubber gasket. I want everybody, I'm not going to tell you, originally from the factory, they come with staples. Now, there's a lot of videos online that's telling you how to use the staples, and they're telling you how to do it and put the staples back in and drill all these little holes. Can I go ahead and talk? Can I go ahead and talk now, people? Once that fender is on there, you'll never see that. That is blinded. Once that fender is on there, it won't even cross your mind. The way that you should fix this is Y2K. This car is what, 70 years old? 70 years ago, it was nice using the... who owns a pneumatic stapler that can staple through metal? I don't. Do you? Do you want to sit there and drill small micro holes all the way around that so you can put a staple in there? No, you don't. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to glue that on there with Super Duty, heavy duty weather strip adhesive, 3M. And then we're going to take our self-tapping screws with a washer, and we're going to go ahead and screw that on there. And then when we're done, look what happens. We're going to go ahead and take some Rust-Oleum enamel, and we're going to paint them screws so those won't rust. I show everybody a lot of inside tricks and tech tips that make a lot of sense, people. So when I'm showing you something, I'm not trying to bullshit you or scam you. I'm showing you facts here. This rubber on all 4, you got 2 on this fender, 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and so was an all-day job. That took 6 hours to rig those things up. We're going to go over here, and we're going to look at this, and I'm going to show you. Here's the inside of this one. Right there. I went ahead and put brand new self-tapping screws in for him. Made it nice and professional. The inside of this fender has been undercoated. That's got undercoating on. Then I put a coat of green, and then I put a coat of clear on it. But yeah, very, very big job, people. Very big job. The deck lid on this, I'm going to try to walk up to this deck lid. I told the owner from the beginning that this deck lid was trash. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but this thing has over 3 inches of Bondo on it. This deck lid should have went in the trash. When I got it, it had all that Bondo on it. And I'm going to try to move my camera. I don't know if you're going to see them or not, but this thing looks like it's been hail damaged from hell. And I did body work on this thing on top of the body work that was on there. And you'll see that in the video set. Probably for several days. I called the owner. I said, dude, this ain't going to happen. It's not going to work. And he says, what's going on? I said, I told you from the beginning it was junk, okay? I told you that. So he went ahead and sent another deck lid. And the deck lid that he sent, it's a factory OEM deck lid, and it's got the original paint on it. So what I'll do, buy one of these, people, you'll need it. This is a parts tree. It costs $100, worth every nickel and dime. So here's our deck lid that he bought. I don't know how much he gave for it. I really don't personally give a shit. But I told him from the beginning he should have got one. And it's got some rust in this corner that I got to cut out. I'll cut that out, and then I'll fix that. This is the original paint. I should be able to strip that paint off with my Hutchins Bondo Buster in 36 grit. I don't think we're going to have to have that soda blasted or stripped. So he's got that. It looks like there's a dent right here. Yes, there is. See that line? That's an indication that this lip is bent. And I can feel that right there. So this corner is going to need some major body work on it. But other than that, I guess it looks overall okay. Let's go ahead and look at this. I talked to Mr. Majestic on his hood. Anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, I don't think we've gotten to that point on the video set. The underneath of this hood, you can see the battered, damaged destruction that I had to go through. Look at this. This is where I actually had to heat it up, shrink and heat and shrink, okay, to stretch. This thing is total junk. I did body work on this thing for how long, my friend Pete? 2 weeks? 2 weeks body work. I'm confident that the body work is really good on this, but I'm not confident that Mr. Majestic's going to like it. And it's always going to be in the back of his head that it's got all this major body work. And that was his fault. I specifically told him, sandblast the outside only. Don't have it sandblast inside. No, I want it sandblasted both sides. Okay, whatever. And he warped it. So I'm confident that the body work is really good on this, but I don't think that it would be to the satisfaction of Mr. Majestic. So I talked to him yesterday and told him, we need to find a hood. That's going to be an expensive hood. That's a European 114. Anybody out there that watching this, if they know where I can get one, contact me immediately. This is a European style, and it also is the same as a diesel. This is the same hood that was used on a 76 diesel. So it would either be a European one or a diesel 114, W114. I need one. Help me out, guys. So that's basically the situation today. I haven't been uploading a lot of videos lately due to the fact that I want to get this car done and I want it out of my shop. And also having issues and depression times about getting treated like white trash scumbag by punks that are just punks. I think the car's looking really, really nice. Of course, you can't really see the beauty of it because the interior's not in it. It's filthy dirty, you can see that. But once this car is all done and done, it'll be done. And we'll be loading this thing up and taking it to the owner. The owner claims that he wants me to wait a month because he doesn't have space in his house to put it. He wants me to wait a month. Can you wait a month, maybe a month and a half, so I can clear a spot out in my garage? Hang on a minute. Did y'all just hear what hold on, where's my chair? Okay, here we go. Yeah, a lot of problems. We got a lot of problems today, guys. We got, this is what you call small business blues. This is it. Okay, I've been out here working since 6 o'clock this morning. I'm gonna be working tomorrow. Okay, are we still on? Okay. All right. The owner, I told him I'm almost done with the car. I'll be done with it in about a week and a half. No. I need about a month and a half. Do what? When this car's done, I'm loading on a trailer and bringing it to you. This is another delivery boy job. Why do I have to deliver it? That's what I'm asking you. Why? I got 2 more delivery jobs. It's done. Delivery boy is fired, and he will not be coming back to my shop. I got this thing here and Mr. Majestic, and then it's over. No more delivery boy, bitch. You want me to do your car? Bring it here like everybody else in the world would do. How many shops do you know that are going to, damn it, son of a. How many shops in the world do you know that are going to come to your house 1,500 miles, pick your car up, restore it, and then bring it back to you? On their gas, hold on. No, the guy's paying the gas. Wear and tear on mileage. My trailer, if anybody saw my video about my trailer yesterday, that's one of the reasons I have to spend $1,500 rebuilding it. It's not even done. The trailer's not even done because yesterday I had to drive to Price, Utah because they gave me the wrong hubs. Did I tell you that's a 300-mile round trip? I go up there and I get 2 new hubs. On the box, it says 5 on 5. I get to my shop to rebuild the axles. I open the first box up, and what do you think it is? It's a 4.5 on 5. The luck that I have is I think I got room that I can bitch and complain anytime I want. Okay, my luck on shit is just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The owner wants me, he asks me, about a month? I'm not ready in a week. I can't do it. Well, you know what, Mr. Owner? You want me to keep your car here? Call me on the phone, because guess what? It's $250. My storage fees are $250 a month when the car is finished. If I'm going to wrap your car up like a big giant Christmas present with plastic and then cover it with a car cover, and then I have to move it in and out and make sure that this thing is, pristinely taken care of, it's $250 a month to store it here. And that's only for 1 month. It's a 1-month special. After that, it's over. So you want to, you're going to have to PayPal me $250, bitch. That's it. I was going to go out and have a little fun this weekend, but my trailer's broke. I can't. So me and Minnie, the body shop girl, we're going to go ahead and load up our bicycles tomorrow after church, and then we're going to go mountain biking. But this video turned out to be something that I didn't want it to be. I'm sorry for that. I want to apologize to everybody. And please don't take it personally. It's just the life and times, people. That's all it is. The life and times of the real world and what can really happen to you. And I'm sure that there's going to be people that say, yeah, you don't know what problems are. You don't know what problems are. Yeah, I do know what problems are, okay? I know what problems are. Or they're going to say, well, you need to quit whining and bitching and complaining. Yeah, okay, well, I'll do that when I want to. I don't need you to tell me what to do. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. This is aftermarket. I had to modify the car to put this on. Does everybody see how stable that camera is? That's a stable camera for $1,200, ain't it? God, I love that camera. I love that camera. Yeah, this is aftermarket. I had to modify all 3 holes on that to make it fit. And then I called the owner. I said, hey, dude, I didn't know I was going to build your car. To put that thing on, you got to take this panel out right here. That panel's got to come completely out because you can't get to the bolts on it. Yeah. That was about an hour and a half job on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Are we on? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I hope that you liked the Saturday night story time that my friend Pete gave you. And always remember one thing. No matter what anybody says to you or what anybody does to you, look, you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and see the sun, and you're going to tell yourself, thank you, Jesus Christ. Today is Christmas because today I woke up, and today the sun is shining. Thank you, Jesus Christ. That's what you're going to say. And you're going to tell yourself, every day in my life is Christmas. Just like it is over here at SWRNC. My phone broke. They broke my phone. My phone is junk. I'll have to buy another phone. But when all this is over, in the end, it all works out. Always remember, no matter how hard it is, no matter what people do to you, in the end, it all works out for the best. Kind of like this right here. One of these days, I'm going to have enough pennies where I can get my abutment and then get my crown put on so I don't have to do this to you. Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, I got to go. And I'll be uploading another video tomorrow, DIY auto school video. And also, we're going to be starting a brand new video set on that motor right there. That motor right there. Do you see that motor, people? Look at that motor. Take a good look at it. Okay? You're going to find out the whole story on that situation coming up. Probably tomorrow. Take it easy. We'll see you later.